pan out, hopefully. But I wanted to get on with the news of the day because this is a show, and we're going to continue on with this show. But first we have to talk about this guy.
I'm a lazy boy, never getting up in time. I enjoy being a lazy boy, lying in your bed, thinking of how a lazy boy loves you.
We got to talk about the lazy boy himself. Yes, executive time. This is a new term. I don't remember previous presidents really having this term, executive time, scheduled. And a schedule came out. It was leaked out of the White House, and now the White House is aggressively investigating several leaks of President Donald Trump's private schedules. A source repeated that it's embarrassment to the White House and the president himself, and it should be an embarrassment. West Wing officials managing to hunt every enlisted helpers there in the White House. They want to find out who leaked his schedule because it was clear from looking at his leaked private schedule that he spends 60% of the time, his time, with executive time. And aides say the executive time are blocks of watching TV, calling people, and reading newspapers. He reads? Really? He probably just looks for his name. He can read his name. Oh, that says Trump, and ooh, over here it says that says Trump too. I'm all over this newspaper. So there are presidents who we are expecting to do the duties of the nation, spend 60% of his day watching TV, calling friends, BSing. Oh, I'm doing business. Business of the nation. And reading newspapers. Because he's so obsessed about himself and his image. He's watching daytime news channels to see what everybody's saying about him. And then he's looking at the newspapers, as I said, looking to find his own name and see what people are saying about him. So that's what he's up to. Mr. Lazy Boy. Can you do that? I mean, this is during work hours. This is on the weekends. This is work time. That Donald Trump is spending 60% of his waking hours, his work time, laying around on his bed, watching TV, bringing in McDonald's or KFC, looking through papers to see his name, and then tweeting. You know, if he sees something on TV or reads something in the paper that's derogatory towards him, he's there tweeting away. You know, I'll get back at them. I'll get my revenge. And then calling up his friends, hey, did you see that in the news, what they said about me? What do we do about this? He's not doing business of the nation. He's not consulting with his aides or his advisors, getting reports, updates, what's happening overseas. He doesn't care. Just tell me, and I'll make a decision from my gut. I don't need to know the facts. I'm such a brainiac, such a stable genius that I don't need to know the facts. I can figure it out. You can spell my name G-O-D if you like. That is, and you know, he has many attributes. Obviously, he is a bigot, a white supremacist. Down there in Charlottesville, he says, oh, there were good people on both sides. Referring to the white supremacists, the Nazis, the KKK. Oh, good people there, too. No, there's not. They're not good people at all. So he's definitely a racist. He's a womanizer. He's a failure in business. He went into bankruptcy 6 times. Hiding all his business information, won't release his taxes. We understand that. He's a nasty person who makes fun of people, even people with disabilities. He's many things, but his chief attribute about Donald Trump, and it's been this way his whole life, is he's a lazy dude. He is lazy. He's never worked a hard day in his life. We've all worked hard jobs, okay? When I was in high school, after school, I went off to a job. It was in the dry cleaners. Worked there all year, and it was a dirty, hard job. I went home sweaty, filthy, and tired. Hop on my motorcycle and go home. We've all had really hard jobs, most of us anyway. He's never had that. He grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. Daddy gave him everything. He's never had to lift a muscle to do a hard day's work. He's a lazy boy. And that's what many Americans thought would be smart to put in the Oval Office to run this country. A lazy dude who sits around 60% of his time watching TV, looking at newspapers, munching on a Big Mac, calling up friends, gossiping. Well, you got it.